1980s cinema saw the rise of amazingly cheesy blockbuster films, but big budgets meant big chases and crazy action. Here are the top 10 greatest car chase scenes from the 1980s. Starting off the list at number 10 is Against All Odds from 1984. This classic chase involves two jocks racing a red Porsche 911 SC and a black 308 GT Ferrari. And a dog. Anyway, the two drivers are testing the size of their cojones, although the dog clearly wins because it's not even wearing a seatbelt. Both cars were specially tuned to have more power and handle faster speeds for the film, which made this chase through the busy streets of Los Angeles as intense in real life as it seems in the movie. The most impressive part about all of this is that neither car was damaged or crashed throughout filming, and for that amazing feat alone, it deserves a spot on our list. Number 9 is the opening chase from Beverly Hills Cop from 1984. This truck is absolutely smashing through the streets while Eddie Murphy is hanging on for dear life out of the open trailer. We're suckers for a good car crash, and anytime a semi-truck is involved, you know there's going to be some real carnage. Sprinkle in a bunch of loose cigarettes and exploding vegetables, and you've landed yourself squarely into an 80s blockbuster chase scene. Coming in at number 8 is the Corvette chase from the JUNKMAN in 1982. I mean, check out the chops this guy has. Those bad boys could have easily put him at the top of our list out of fear alone. Facial hair aside, we love everything about this chase scene. From the modern mounted camera angles, to driving down a packed sidewalk, to driving on top of cars like that one fight scene from Ong Bak, except with cars obviously. To top it off, the vet takes a gnarly wreck into an old lady, completely severing her car in half, and she still drives it off like nothing happened. Congratulations, old lady, you managed to put an end to one of our favorite chase scenes from the 80s, and you have no idea what happened. Number 7 is the motel chase from 1984's The Terminator. Permanently baked in the mind of every child from the 80s is being chased by the Terminator himself. That dude is scary as Obviously, the only way to get rid of him is to chuck homemade bombs out the window of your Chevy C10 pickup. Nope. Watching him drive his motorcycle through each blast looks like it's straight up out of a nightmare. He ends up crashing his bike pretty viciously, but the Terminator just gets right back up and jacks a semi-truck to continue the chase. Yep, now he's in a semi-truck. That is scary on top of scary. Be afraid. Be actually very afraid. Number 6 is the chase scene from Cobra in 1986. Sylvester Stallone, another one of my most favoritist dudes, stars in this intense shootout chase, driving an awesome custom-built 1950 Mercury Monterey. The car itself is enough to make your upper lip sweat. I mean, check out Sylvester's. They had 4 custom-built Mercurys built for this scene, and 3 of them were completely destroyed during filming. I mean, that makes me cry a little bit. But the stunt driving in this film is awesome, not to mention plenty of massive explosions and sawed-off shotguns which cause those massive explosions. They also managed to squeeze in some special cameo appearances by Santa Claus and a flock of ducks. Keep it classy in Cobra Town. Vegetables and semi-trucks are back in full effect for this chase scene from License to Kill in 1989, coming in at number 5. I get nervous watching a semi-truck even driving down a mountain road at speed limit, let alone 2 of them trying to kill each other at the same time. Not to mention they look like they're carrying something highly explosive. Shit gets real when a bad guy launches a rocket at Bond's truck. He manages to avoid the rocket by amazingly driving on 5 wheels, and subsequently blows up one of the other bad guys when the rocket passes underneath his semi-truck. Bond is a wheelie and gets away, and obviously this chase lands pretty high up on our list. The Chops are back at number 4 with Blues Brothers from 1980. The 2 brothers are being pursued by what seems like every single cop in the state of Illinois. I mean, that's a lot of cops, and cops make me nervous. The sheer number of cops are actually doing more harm than good, as the cops are constantly wiping out and crashing into each other. There is this strange joy in watching cop cars crash though. Maybe it's how nervous they make me and the fact that they're wrecked and they can't pull me over anymore. I don't really know. But as long as those wrecks don't involve people getting hurt, I'm super happy to watch them all happen, and I mean, there's a lot of them in this scene. It's awesome. The overall scene is super long and entertaining with high-flying wrecks, driving through a crowded mall and completely destroying everything. They were reaching over 115 miles per hour under that bridge. I mean, I didn't even know that Jalopy could drive that fast. This high-speed action, the insane amount of cars wrecked while filming, and the overall comedic factor is what landed this movie high up on our list of greatest car chases from the 80s. We've made it to our top 3, and it starts off with the original chase from Back to the Future in 1985. No, it's not the longest chase on our list. Yes, both cars are terribly slow in real life, but it is a high-stakes car chase, and it's as 80s as you can get. And this is an 80s countdown after all. MJF and Nikes in a yellow jumpsuit evading Libyans in a DeLorean, plus it's Back to the Future. It's one of the most memorable chase scenes in history, and that's why we chose it as our third best car chase scene from the 80s. Sorry, not sorry. If you're upset about the last one, grab a tissue and wipe up your tears because we're getting back to business. Number 2 is To Live and Die in LA from 1985. Director William Friedkin told stunt coordinator Buddy Joe Hooker that if they could come up with a chase scene better than that of the French Connection, that it would make it in the film. Well, this chase is completely insane, so of course it made it in the film. The chase took an amazing 6 weeks to film and was the last thing they shot for the movie. They did this in case something bad happened to any of the principal actors, so they would still have enough movie completed to make back their money after releasing it. That's right, they shot it last in case someone died. That pretty much explains the badassness of this scene in itself. And it's definitely a movie to watch if you haven't seen it already. And that brings us to our number 1 greatest and most favorite car chase scene from the 80s. It's Mad Max 2, The Road Warrior from 1981. The filming of this scene was as dangerous, if not more dangerous than the stunts themselves. Cinematographer Dean Selmer shot one sequence bound to the side of a truck with a bungee cable. That's right, he was dangling off the side of a truck. The camera shook so much that he couldn't use the eyepiece of the camera, leaving him to rely on his badass filmmaking skills to eyeball the shot. And let's not forget about the scene where the tank rolls over. It was so dangerous that it had to be done in one take because they pretty much expected the stunt driver to end up in the hospital. So they made sure he didn't eat for 12 hours prior to filming just in case he did end up in the ER needing surgery. I mean, it's films like these that make me happy I have never gotten into the stunt driving business. I'm totally kidding though, I really wish I was a stunt driver. If you guys are looking for a young talented stunt driver, please send me an email. I got nothing to lose. But in all seriousness, this chase covers all the bases for a great car chase scene. There's risky camera work, there's insane stunts, there's so many explosions, and of course, there is a scary ass semi-truck. I mean, it has everything and all the makings of one of the greatest car chase scenes almost ever in history. And for that, it tops our list as the number 1 greatest 80s car chase scene. Like always, we'd love to hear your thoughts about our list. If there's any other movies you think we should have included. If you have a phobia of semi-trucks, let me know. I'd love to talk about it with you. It might help me feel a little bit better. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more.